Yes.
You're a pretty smart guy, so maybe you'll know what's going on.
Oh.
Bank of America sent me a notice to accelerate. I stopped making my payments in September. Been trying to get through this, you know. We
Right.
copyrighted our name and did a bunch of stuff, and the lawyer sent us for notice to accelerate. And then when the lawyer sent us a foreclosure, I validated it with a RESPA, and I sent them a copy of my copyright, and I haven't heard from that guy in 3-4 months.
Okay.
I've heard that they'll keep sending them with different attorneys, but if you go on my credit report, it shows that my note is paid. It's zero, got a zero balance,
Right.
and it's on all of them.
Right.
And so I'm just wondering what's going on. But I do have 2 loans. One's a line of credit, and one is the line of credit still shows a balance. But during this respite, they asked for another 30 days, and so they are complying. They've admitted to having it, and they're going to answer it. The other one doesn't show it's paid off, but they tried to transfer it to Green Tree, and
Right.
so I called Green Tree and said, if you want to join the party, this is what's going on. And I have heard nothing from anybody. It's been a long time. What's up?
Well, probably what I would suspect is they've gone through your loan documents, and there's awareness out there. Usually, when you hear silence, is they've got a problem on their part. Yeah, and because your loan is paid off through a credit reporting agency showing zero, it's probably been transferred to another servicer, and so one has paid for that and is not reporting anymore. So when they're not reporting anymore, it's been transferred, so they will have to show a zero balance. Don't know until you get, and remember, keep this in mind and write this down. If you've been foreclosed on, I suspect all of you have a copy of the paid note, because if you don't, you better get one, because by law they are supposed to send you that copy of the paid note, stamped paid.
Guys, you may want to write this down. It's UCC 3-501, 501, B2, and it's the presentment and exhibit the instrument. In other words, if they do foreclose, it's not consummated until you've been given the note. UCC 3-501, B2. All right, 2 more questions. The gentleman in the red shirt and the gentleman right behind him.
Paid note? Yes, that's the one that you would talk to as the master servicer. Yeah.
But my question is, since Arizona, California, and Nevada are non-judicial, can we get a copy of those cases that have been filed, for example, for this lady and for that gentleman, so we could review those court presentments or those cases and probably even put some in the system, because we have all throughout this seminar we've talked about the problem, but we haven't gotten solid solution. So my solution, what I'm getting out of this seminar, it has to hit the courts. So my question is, can we get a copy of that or just a case number of that lawsuit, so we could check it over and get prepare some in California?
Absolutely. I mean, if you email me, I will send you what I have. It's public record, and I think it's important for all of you to see what's going on out there. But especially, obviously, we're in the 9th District, so we share the 9th District, and I think it behooves everybody. I get requests all the time. Wow, have you seen my TRO, or can you fix my TRO, or can you see my amended complaint, or can I have a copy of amended complaint? Attorneys do that between one another as well. Yes, it's Bill at housing, HOUSING, mortgage, and that's with a T, MORTGAGE, consultants.com.
We also have pleadings on the Mortgage Challenge Yahoo group for anybody that's not on there. How many people are not on the Yahoo Challenge? there's all kinds of files on there, like. Okay, bye.
No, I'd be bombarded. Last question, and then I got a birthday party to go to. Anybody have the mic? Oh, he has the mic up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I live in a judicial state. In June 1st, 1997, I have a copy of an assignment of the mortgage from Source One to Chemical, which has later become Chase. On the same day, Chemical assigned the mortgage to Government National Mortgage Association.
Ginnie Mae.
They never recorded that one. 3 years later, December 2000, Chemical Mortgage, or should I say Chase, assigned the mortgage to City Mortgage. Instead, this time, same form, same document where they transferred all of the note, the mortgage, and all proceeds, current and future, to the person who supposedly received the assignment. Except on the one in 2000 to City Mortgage, it now has an investor type in the legend, says Ginnie Mae. But when I go to the court records, there's no court record that they transferred this to Ginnie Mae, even though I have a copy of one to Ginnie Mae, where it reads the exact same as this one. Everything was transferred to them. So who owns this?
Well, you might. If I had a chance to look at all those documents. All kidding aside, I'm not sure until I actually look at all the documents that, you'd have to fax them over to me and do some research on it. But it sounds to me like the way you've explained it, I don't know, maybe Bank in Nigeria. If I hear Citibank, all of a sudden I see Bank of Nigeria in front of me. I even had to ask where that was. But no, I'd have to look at the documents. But it sounds like you might have something broken there. But what's most important is to get a copy, to see if you can get a copy of your note with the same assignments, stamps, going from one individual to the other to the other. And that you can request from your master servicer and let them dig a deeper hole, because what they'll provide you is a copy of the note. Hopefully it won't say stamped, true, certified, exact, correct copy, because they never are. I actually have one. It's my own. Had whiteout on it. How stupid is that? And when I asked for the note, the original didn't have whiteout. Judges tend to get a little ticked off when you have that stamp on there and then you have whiteout on it. And you know what? It was a bad whiteout job, too. And I saw him through these glasses. So, but I'd have to see him to answer your question, but it sounds like you do have some situation there.
Guys, Bill deserves a big round of applause. So
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm going to, don't attack the guy with questions, okay? Just, you've got his email address. You can contact him. I'm going to come up front. We're going to wrap things up here for about 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes. Thank you very much, Bill.
Thanks, John.
Greatly appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Good seeing you again.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. We'll wrap things up. This will be a little more explaining by me, and then some questions and answers. Nancy will have the transcripts. Who's ever got that? Could you turn it off, please? Nancy should have the transcripts done in, what do you think, about 2 or 3 weeks? Okay, from this whole thing, that'll be posted on the website. Okay, there's quite a few of them. What were you bringing up? Okay, yeah, there's a Yahoo group, Mortgage Challenge. There's also mortgage-challenge.net, not .com. That's somebody else's website. We also, through the consciousness group, have a blogspot. Is that what you call it? Yeah, blogspot. showmethelone.blogspot.com. That's sponsored by a lot of the guys from the movie America, Freedom to Fascism. If you've never seen that movie, I would highly advise you see the movie. I was an enigma for well over 20 years, and the man that made that movie, we met over a phone conversation, and he asked me to help him finish the movie. The man's name was Aaron Russo. He died just a few years ago. And because of that, I lost my anonymity, which created a whole lot of issues in my life. But it's a very informative movie. So if you ever get a chance, it's called America, Freedom to Fascism. And that's kind of what put me in the situation I'm in some different aspects of my life. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at some things so that it makes sure that we've gone through just about everything. What's that? Yes, when we did the national release of America, Freedom to Fascism, they pulled it from the theaters. They were very, very adamant that Americans not watch this movie. So it's on the internet now. You can pull it up. You can watch it for free on the internet. It gives you a lot of information you're not supposed to have. If we can real quick, in the back of your book, the last page is a small copy of this that has just kind of died here. It gave up. Now, I'm just going to run through this real quick. The note is on one side of this. The deed of trust is on the other. These are just explanations between it. You can study this diagram. It is very, very, very simple. Okay? The reason the note's over here and the deed of trust is over here, anybody want to guess why? Exactly. And that's so you understand they are two separate documents. And that kind of explains what's going on. We've used this before when we were first trying to really get everybody to understand this. I think most of you are beyond that arena right now, so we don't really have to go into it. But learn that diagram really well. You will also see throughout the book your claims for your claims, and then your request for relief that you would perhaps use in any kind of complaint you write. This book is made to be very simple, because this whole thing is very simple. But if you learn what's in the book, you'll understand what's really going on. So we're pretty much wrapped up. Tomorrow, we're going to do the mock court. Everybody's welcome to come to that. We usually hold it in the Freedoms Phoenix workshop. You can sign up for freedomsphoenix.com. It's a daily newsletter. Just go to freedomsphoenix.com, sign up. It shows up in your email every day. Real important information on a lot of things that are going on that you're not going to find anywhere else. We have a good relationship with them. I've done a lot of stuff for them. They've done a lot of stuff for me. That's where we meet. For those of you that are local, we meet there every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's at the southwest corner of 7th Avenue and Indian School, and that's where we hold mock court. Now, we'll do that here tomorrow since there's so many out-of-town people. I would advise you to take notes, take that home with you, and get people to do that back, wherever you go back home, get people to do that with you back home. You need to do that.